When it all said and done, we're talking about numbers. The political numbers and the force behind this current administration comes down among racial lines. And it wouldn't have mattered if every African American in this country voted against him. We were just not going to have an impact. And I'm going to break it down why. Right here, right now, on the Ujamaa Network. The population is what's breeding all of this change. And there has been some population shifts, which is causing a lot of these actions to be taken politically. So let's talk about the population of the United States. Currently, we're at 340 million or so Americans. Of that 340 million, 250 million are white Americans, people who classify themselves as white. Now, contrary to people's belief, African Americans are the third largest ethnic group in this country, behind the Hispanic population, which sits around 65 to 69 million people of Latin or Hispanic descent, speaking that language, and are in this country as the largest minority group in the country. No one ever really focuses on the Latino vote when it comes to national elections. Not like they do with the African American vote, which only accounts for 46 million of people who call themselves American in this country. So just by those numbers, you're looking at more than 2/3 of the population voting in favor of the current administration. That's just what it was. Now, next to us is not Native Americans. It's around around 22 million people of Asian descent, of different nationalities, be it Korean, Japanese, Chinese. 22% of the country, actually 22 million of the people in this country are American citizens. And again, those votes broke far to the right. So as you are looking at what's going on in America right now, challenges to the Voting Rights Act, and especially in a state like Georgia, where we're looking at seizure of our federal voting records through an FBI raid, that happened, redistricting to the point where in 2021, when the first redistrict lines were drawn, only to be found unconstitutional in 2023, only then to be argued and fought about, and here we are in 2026, those lines are being redrawn as we speak. In addition to particularly just those concentrated black areas of Atlanta, Gwinnett County, Fulton County, Clayton County, and Cobb County, having their political labels removed from every candidate. This is what's happening right now in this state. And it is just more fuel for the fire to point to the fact that this country has a racial identity problem due to the fact that the largest racial group, the white Americans, suffered like an 8% population decline, while other ethnic groups, particularly the Asian community, grew at the fastest rate in this country than is ever seen on record. A 35% increase in their population at a rate that even surpassed the Hispanic population, despite all the deportations. African American population in this country only grew by about 8%, but it grew. And that browning of the American populace is what's triggering all of this turmoil within our government. Make no mistake about it. Now, with that population shift comes fear when it comes to those voting rolls, which is why we are seeing so much effort being put into changing district lines, especially in the southern states of the United States of America. What we have seen in Tennessee and now in Georgia, as well as Louisiana, entire black districts have been singled out and removed. Now, you may say, okay, it's not about race. Then what is it about? Because we're not hearing anything about any predominantly Hispanic communities, but you're not seeing a lot of Hispanic individuals running for office and winning. The Hispanic population in the Senate is just as low as it is as the black population in the Senate of the United States of America. Same goes to the House of Representatives. But when you look at the state houses or what's happening right now, there are title shifts, particularly because of what's happening with these policies that are affecting every American despite their ethnic background. You're seeing farmers take it on the chin in more ways than one. And it is causing angst because that was the largest demographic, racially speaking, that voted for this current administration. Followed by the Hispanic population. 55% of the Hispanic population, that's 30 million people, voted for Donald Trump. Now contrast that to the African American population, who went 80% to the contender, which was Kamala Harris. 80% of a total of 43 to 44 million people. That's about what voted for Donald Trump in the Hispanic community, if you really want to break down the numbers. So despite what you may think about unity amongst minorities, it just never existed. And what we are seeing is a result of that popular vote going to the most populist figure at the time. And as a result, the policies that are coming out of that administration has gotten us $6 gallon gas, $14 steaks per pound. It's out of control and out of the financial forecast for any American, no matter your ethnicity. What I would like to see, since we are now targeting just African American districts, particularly, seeing as how we are the third largest ethnic group in this country, what is going on with the Hispanic vote? Why are we not looking to make changes there and have more Hispanic people running for office and winning those elections? This is not just an African American fight. It never has been. But whenever these things come up, it is always, where are the African Americans? Well, we're dying. And that's the bottom line. A lot of our leaders have passed away. No one carrying that torch. That's just what it is. That's just what it is.